All right, so this video is going to help you understand what the old filters look like. So in the CRM system, when you used to log in before, this is where you would do all your filters, and then how we've redesigned those filters to make things easier for you and make things work a lot better. So first thing I want to talk about in the video is just basically to help you understand where's the functionality in the old style, where you can find that same functionality in that new redesign, just so you understand exactly how really the dynamic works and the change. So we're going to start from top to bottom. Enter your search. This is where you're looking for a lead by name, email, or phone. And it's just basically located here. That's the only difference. We just change the positioning of it, and it is located below. Next up is the filter name. So this is where we would have the actual name of the filter. So when you pull up a filter, this is where the name of the filter would show. If you were to edit the filter or edit any of the criteria here, you would click on update filter to update that name. Now the primary difference there is when we actually load a filter, the name of the filter is located up here. So we don't really display the name, but if you want to edit that name, you click on the edit button here, edit the name, and then also you have the ability now to update the whether it's a company filter or a personal filter, and that is just basically to help you indicate, hey, is this something that my entire company, all of the users in my CRM are going to be able to see, or is this my filter that only I'm going to use? So sometimes if you're a single user, that really doesn't matter to you. While I have the screen open, it also is a good idea for us to help you understand the description. So we've added a short description here as well to help your users understand how they're supposed to use this filter. So what you can do here is give them an instruction saying, hey, call all these leads. These are leads who have not been contacted by phone in the last 30 days, but they have a valid number. Kind of give them an idea what they're supposed to be doing with that. And you basically update the filter by clicking on update there. So let's continue on. Where this used to be set as default filter, where basically if you wanted this to be the main filter that loads up when you load your CRM, so when you open your log into your CRM for the first time, whatever default filter you have set up is the one that would actually load in. Where you would do that is again on this screen. So when you click on edit there, you can actually set that as a default filter, click on update, and that will be the default filter that loads. All right, so let's continue on. Create personal and create company. This is where you would actually create a filter. So once you grave your filters, some identification, let's actually just put in, let's say I want to pull up all the, let's just do registration is this month. So we've got 24 leads this month. And if I want to save a filter with this name, I can actually save a filter leads this month and create a personal or a company filter that basically just allows me to quickly select it out of the list. So we used to do that here, where what we do now is when we create a filter, just say registration is this month, apply and preview. I actually click here. Give it a second. This is our staging environment, so it takes a little bit longer, but here we go. So I click on save as new, and then give it whether it's a company or a personal filter, and then give it a name and the description like I mentioned, and basically that's going to save as a company or a personal filter. This is where we used to delete a filter. So if we ever have a filter applied and we wanted to delete that filter, it would actually be done by clicking on that X there. That's a horrible UI. It has now been changed where if you have an applied filter, let's go ahead and apply one of these filters, you can delete that filter by clicking on the delete button there. So let's continue on here. Let's clear all. While actually I'm at it, clear all. You've seen me use it a couple times. I click on clear filters to clear any of the filters you have set up. And add filter item is there. It's pretty self-explanatory. Just like it worked here, it works the same way there. Apply filter is apply filter in preview. So if I basically give a bunch of filter names, I'll just say registered this month, and apply and preview, that just basically applies just like apply used to work there. Update filter is, so let's say if I selected a filter and if I edited a name here and edited the actual filters here, update filter would edit the name and the filters. So that's changed a little bit in the sense that I'm going to go ahead and apply one of these filters. And if I want to update the name of the filter, I'm going to click on edit here and update the name here. But if I wish to update the actual filters here, if I want to add another filter and maybe update it, I would do that editing here and just click on update here to update that actual filter set. So that is, and the clear all I've already mentioned. So that is pretty much it. Oh, there's one additional part. Obviously here you can X out a filter. So if I want to just remove that filter, you would do that by clicking X here and remove the filter. Now we have added a few additional features here to this. So if, let's say, many times you wish to actually load a filter, so I'm loading a filter here, and I want to see what are the results without this actual filter. So I want to run these two, but I don't want to have to remove this. So I'm going to remove it and click on apply and preview. It's going to run these two filters, but not going to run that one. So that works really well where you're trying to figure out, hey, how many leads do I have? And when I have this applied or when I don't have this applied, and you can easily just click in and out of it. So that is that extra feature that was set up in here. And as mentioned also, if I click on, let's say, edit the description here, let's give it a test description. As I mentioned, this was put in so that it helps your users understand how to actually use the filters that are set up in there. So whatever you put in there as a test description, when they hover over this little eye here, it tells them how they're supposed to call those leads. So that is a great way to help your users know how to use specific filters where, hey, you're supposed to call these leads once a day or once every 30 days, whatever kind of description you want to put in there. And then lastly, the pin filters. There are going to be other videos. I'm not going to go actually into this video making it already long, almost 7 minutes. There's going to be other videos to help you understand how to actually pin filters up here and how cool that functionality is. Thanks so much for your time.